Hello, everyone. Welcome to a live webcam of MikeySuzeFour channel. Uh, meant to come on here because, well, for two reasons. One, uh, I realized that Monday hasn't been very busy tonight as far as streams go. Maybe because a lot of people were interested in the wonderful solar eclipse we saw earlier this afternoon. And I hope you guys turned out for that wonderful. I hope it was wonderful to you guys. Um, the live webcam I did with my Mikey TV, episode 5 about the solar eclipse and other crazy natural disasters, earthquakes, and things going on around the world. So if you guys check that out, that was on earlier today. Yeah, please make sure you like, subscribe, share the channel, and also please hit that notification bell so you guys will get that last minute streams like this. And as you can see, I'm wearing a Toronto Blue Jays cap because I do live here now. So, obviously, I should start adopting some of these teams involved in baseball, with Major League Baseball kicking into high gear right now. My home team is definitely the San Francisco Giants because I came from San Francisco. So they are a diehard team for me for life. Um, but this was the first cap I found, so I said, "Well, then this is an adopted team, right? That's okay, because I'm a Giants fan first, then I'm a Diamondbacks fan down in Arizona, then an Oakland A's fan in California, and finally a Minnesota Twins fan. I bet you like that gorilla over there in Minnesota. And then, of course, I have to adopt also the Blue Jays because I live here in Toronto. So 5 teams I follow off and on, throughout the year and stuff, through the Major League Baseball season. And so what I wanted to do was uh wanted to tell you the other reason I'm doing this is I went and watched this one channel, and I won't say the name of it because the guy is probably still working on part 4, 5, whatever. But he did 3 parts of baseball's, to him, his opinion, baseball's greatest final appearances, final at bats, remembrances, their final play, either in the outfield or infield, and then they, get replaced and they go, and that's it for them. And that's all fine and good. But the one person that he left out in those 3 parts, majorly left out, was Barry Bonds. So you know what I had to do? I had to go find Barry Bonds' very final hit in the major leagues back in 2007 when he retired, and that was a single. That's what he got. Now, I have a memory about him before I go into this list of top 5, no particular order. I was at spring training baseball down in Arizona. Well, actually, it was over in Mesa. And Barry and the Giants were playing against the Angels at the time, the Anaheim Angels. And they have an area down there in Mesa where, uh, east of Phoenix, where they have ball games. And so Barry Bonds went up against the Angels. And I think it was his only at bat that day because, you know, everybody else was, it was just spring training, right? We don't want to hurt Barry Bonds. No, we don't want to pull a calf or, hurt him somehow or something was going wrong. Anyway, so I was sitting along the first base side in the ballpark that it was there, Angels ballpark, and had my cap on, had my San Francisco Giants shirt on, and I was cheering for Barry. So Barry went up to bat. First ball was thrown, ball, okay. Second ball that was thrown, it was a strike. He didn't really look at it too well. He looked at it, but he just was like, "Okay, whatever. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to wait till I get to a good pitch, right?" Okay, the second one he hits, it's a foul ball, but it goes a very long way. So unfortunately, you know. And then the last pitch, oh, 4 pitches, and that last pitch, fast one, and he missed it. Clear as day, plain as the nose on your face. Missed it. So, needless to say, the last time I got to see Barry Bonds play in a ball game in Arizona, spring training no less, with my favorite team of all time, and he strikes out at the plate, right? I tell you, it's still a bitter memory in my craw. But like I said, at least I did get to watch his final at bat, which he got a hit from, and his final hit in the majors, and he got a single. So I was very happy about that. But seeing him in spring training, that one moment was just tough. It was tough. Now, the other side of that coin, the best hit he ever hit, and I saw, uh, they were playing at our ballpark down there in Scottsdale, Arizona, for the Giants, their spring training, Scottsdale Stadium. And Barry Bonds came up. And I was watching him, I think, from, yeah, I was in the stands. So I paid a little more because I knew something special was going to happen that day. So I was in the stands. Now, normally people will go out there because the park is big enough past the fences where it has grass, so people can go out there and watch it on grass, which is not bad actually. It's very affordable. I don't know about now, but back in my day, it was pretty affordable. So here I was in the stands watching Barry Bonds, and he takes the first couple of pitches. One's a ball, one's a strike. Yeah, it took 3 pitches, so one ball, one strike. Okay, the next pitch, he hit it, but he didn't just hit it; he destroyed it. He smashed it. This ball, now, dead center field, I believe, at Scottsdale Stadium. And if anybody's been there, they can tell me in the chat. I got one like already. Thank you. And anybody who's in the chat can tell me. But if they remember, watching games there in Scottsdale. But anyway, so he hits it about over 400 feet, dead center field, and he hit a car. Now, behind Scottsdale Stadium is the Scottsdale Police Department, at least one of them. And they have their police cars there. They got some other employees' cars there and whatever. He hit one of them and set out their alarm. No, he didn't break. You didn't break glass or anything. You just hit the car. So the car probably had a little, obviously a little dent in it, or a big dent, considering how hard that ball was hit by Barry. Insane. I mean, I couldn't even believe what I just saw. Right? Okay. We're going to add one more story. So, best spring training home run I've ever seen by the man. Now, there was a game that I went to go watch between the Giants and the Diamondbacks. And Barry Bonds is up at the plate. He hits a home run on the second pitch. And this sucker goes all the way to one of the few, and I mean, there's a lot of them, okay, at Chase Field there in Phoenix for the Diamondbacks. There's a lot of windows. But one of them happened to be open because, it gets hot outside, and, sometimes I got to have windows open and closed so they can balance the air that's in there, the AC, so that everybody can feel comfortable, right? And Barry hit this one through a window, and it went out the window. I kid you not. It went out the window. Right? Is that totally insane? Man. Okay, now that I'm thinking of these, they're coming to my head. So one more. One more, I promise. That's it. Then I'll get to the list. Okay, so Barry Bonds went to Arizona State University Sun Devils baseball team, ASU. Okay, so now you remember the career, right? He went to ASU, then he went to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he did okay, not great, but he did hit a few good shots, a few good home runs, and whatever. And then he finished his career with the San Francisco Giants. We all know that. But of course, before he started, and he played really well in Little League Baseball and everything. Everybody said he was a natural. Okay, so I went to go watch him at Packard Stadium. That's ASU's baseball stadium. and Barry's up. And he's at bat. Oh, hi, Kevin. Trusty Ape is in the chat. Hi, Kevin. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're there. I hope you're doing okay. Go San Francisco Giants, right? Our Bay team, yeah. Sorry, I'm wearing the wrong cap, but it was just last minute stream I was going to do, so please don't hurt me. um, I'm just giving my in no particular order. I'm giving my top 5 baseball films of all time because I was very disappointed in footage I saw of famous Major League Baseball players who were retiring. They were showing their appearances and last appearances and all this stuff, pitchers, hitters, everything, and they never once mentioned Barry Bonds, and I was so pissed. Right, so I had to do this. I mean, I had to come out and do this. Yeah, I'm doing well, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you, Kevin. It's good to see you, my friend. So anyway, this last memory about Barry Bonds. Okay, so I'm watching from the stands there at Packard Stadium, and Barry Bonds, when he got a chance to hit it, I won't hold the hat against me. Oh, thank you. It's my adopted team. I moved here to Canada. I've got, Toronto area. Somebody gave this to me as a nice present, and I said, okay, one of these days I'll wear it, to a game or something, just to. But if the Blue Jays are playing the Giants, I'm wearing the Giants cap. That's for first and foremost. That's what will happen. Okay, so here I am just watching Barry Bonds up at bat. Takes a couple balls, maybe one strike or so. Fourth or fifth pitch, I think it was, that he got delivered. He hits the ball dead center field over the Packard Stadium fence. And believe it or not, he hit a car coming down Rural Road. Yeah. That's the main road that goes into the university after it crosses a bridge from Scottsdale into Tempe. And Barry Bonds hit the car. On the road. I mean, you heard this smash, and people were looking around going, holy, you know what, right? So that's just insane. That's just insane. You know what? Give me a minute. Let's do this right. We just had to wear that to. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay. There. Okay. There. Is that a lot better? There we go. Giants. There we go. Well, it's appropriate because we'll give this baseball films list top 5, my favorites in no particular order, and we'll wear my Giants cap for this. Okay, so there you go, Kevin. So you won't see the other cap ever for a while, but this, yes. When it comes to baseball, or if I talk about games, certain games or things like that, I always wear this. I'll find this. Anyway, so you've heard all my Barry Bonds stories, my favorite ones, places I attended and saw him, and of course, his worst performance in spring training. But, and I never got to see him play at Pac Bell Park when it was called that, and then, with McCovey Cove and all that. So, and the baseball stadium it is now. It's called Oracle Park, and I never got to see him play there. I always wish I could. When they were in Candlestick, I would have loved to see him at Candlestick, but it went away. The only baseball game I saw in the Bay Area was a long time ago. I have the old ticket. I mean, it's well faded by now. But it was the Giants against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, how ironic is that Barry Bonds played for both teams in his career, and these two teams met in the old, what they called Kezar Stadium, right? And my dad took me when I was just a little kid, me and my brother and whatever. That was the only baseball game I think we ever attended. If I recall correctly, I think my dad did say the Giants won that game. But that was before Barry, that was before any of those other players. So it was a very old time. Orange over black. Yeah, there you go. I love that. Hey, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Jordan, how you doing? So I got 2 of my brothers in the chat this evening, late evening time. Gorilla's Random Thoughts and also known as Jordan, and the trusty ape, also known as Kevin. So good to see you, gentlemen. I'm very happy to see you. Okay, so this is my top five baseball movies of all time in no particular order. I'm just going to name them off. If I remember any facts from them, I'll let you know. Uh, the first one I know of is The Natural. I just mentioned this to Deleted Scenes because he was doing a previous baseball movie that had Dennis Quaid in it, but it was not a very good movie. It's called The Long Game, and I was just like, yeah, it's meh. It's like 2.5 out of 5 stars for me. So I'm not even going to regard that one. Natural, to me, out of this five that I'm going to mention to you guys, is the quintessential baseball game film. It really is. You've got Susan Sarandon. You've got, Robert Redford. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. It's awesome. It's like one of the greatest baseball films I've ever seen in my life. And when he hits the rafter, or when he hits the lights up there, makes them explode and all this other stuff. Oh my god! Right? I mean, that's one of the best scenes in film. That's when he hits it up there and destroys those lights. Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. I loved it. Let's see. The next one is Field of Dreams. Of course, that one, Kevin Costner. Uh, you know, and the field out there, I think was in Iowa, I believe. They went out there and created this whole ball field. And then, of course, you hear that wonderful line where it says, and they will come. If you build it, they will come. Yeah. So, and what's great about that place is Major League Baseball has now acknowledged it as an official baseball field, right, to play. And what they do is a special game. They let two teams go out there and they play on this special field that they created, just for the movie, just for Field of Dreams. And they go out there and they call it the Field of Dreams. People go out there and they play this one game. They watch it and then watch two teams play it, and it's freaking awesome. I mean, it's great. And corn. Yeah, cornfield, right in the middle of a cornfield. Yeah, it's great though. I mean, it's a wonderful stadium, and though I haven't been there yet myself, I would love to go out there and travel to see it someday. If I go back across the country with Suzanne like I did before, I would love to check out that field. It's pretty awesome. Gorilla. Um, if you didn't hear me as you came in, I said these are in no particular order. I haven't rated them number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. No, they're just in no particular order. I'm just saying how great they are. Field of Dreams isn't number 1. Well, it could very well be. Have you completely lost it? I think you stared at the eclipse too long. That's it. Unsubbing. Oh, come on. Come on, Gorilla. You're not serious. I'm just telling you my top 5 that I love all time, man. Field of Dreams is there. The Natural is there. Sure, if you want me to make Field of Dreams number 1, I'll do it. No big deal. It could be tied for anything, or with any of this top 5 lists. Any of them could be number 1. Any of them could be number 2, 3, 4, or 5. These are my 5 that I like the most. They're not in, like I said, they're in no particular order, and they're not ranked a certain way. These are just the top 5 movies of baseball that I've encountered that are great. I loved them. So Gorilla, don't unsub me because of that. Come on, buddy. I haven't lost it. That's so. Oh, come on, Gorilla. You're being silly. Come on. All right. So we said Natural, Field of Dreams. Okay. The next one I liked or the one that made me laugh a lot, was Bad News Bears, the original. None of the sequels, none of the other things. Love the Bad News Bears. Walter Matthau, Tatum O'Neal, the rest of the people. It's a funny movie. It truly is. Um, I love the baseball movie. It was great. Um, it made me laugh, here and there. It did. Um, then you had the Bad News Bears in basic training, training, and then you had them in Japan. I mean, all this stuff, and it was just hilarious. It was hilarious. And but I have to go back to the original because Bad News Bears, the original, is great. It is good. It's a very good movie. Very is. Now, The fourth one in my top five, I'm actually torn between two different films. Um, One of them tells the story of Babe Ruth, and that's a good one. But the other one I like about Lou Gehrig, Pride of the Yankees. Um, so I guess I could say that the Pride of the Yankees and the Babe, about Babe Ruth probably are right there. You know, they're probably just tied with each other. But yeah, but I mean they're in there. Um, and they were both great films. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm just saying that I'm not a huge Yankees fan, never have been. Uh, I don't want to say much more because I know some of my friends are from New York. So, you know, let's just be fair. They got their 27 titles, something like that. So I mean, they've won. They've won. You know, I mean, I could probably count on my two hands how many championships my Giants before. What? Don't forget, before they came to San Francisco, they were in New York, and they won a few there. So believe me, in my two hands, I could count how many titles these guys have won. Um, and or maybe on one hand, I don't know. I gotta look it up again. Um, when you get older, you forget stuff. So, um, and then the Diamondbacks won that one year against the Yankees. They still come. They still consider that 2001 World Series one of the greatest World Series of all time. They do. MLB does. 4 games to 3. I was there for game two when a buddy of mine, who I used to play with back in the day in Little League, Kurt Schilling, pitched for the Diamondbacks in game two. Yeah. And I got to watch him. This was great. My brother in law, Corey, got us some tickets. We all were sitting there at Chase Field, 3 rows back of home plate. That was the best place I've ever sat in a baseball game. Uh, but then that became second because my beautiful wife and I went to see a Diamondbacks Dodgers game, and we got ice cream in hats and little cap things, plastic caps. Oh my god, great ice cream, and it was a great game. Except D-backs lost that game, but that's okay. That's okay. Being there with my beautiful wife was more than enough. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, so if you want to say technically six, but I think that if you threw Pride of the Yankees and the Babe into the Babe film, baseball film into the two, yeah, that'd be perfect. Okay, so let's see. We got Bad News Bears, The Natural, Field of Dreams, Pride of the Yankees, and Babe. And I think the last one has to be a comedy one. Now, I feel really bad that uh, Disney has really gone to the dark side, and they had some good movies back in the day. Uh, but I mean, nowadays I don't know. It's they're taking over stuff, and I don't know what else to say about that. So anyway, uh, the last film in my list would probably be Angels in the Outfield with Danny Glover. Yeah, it was the original one, not sequel or anything else. The original. It was good. It was good. I mean, I laughed at it. I cried. I don't know. Like I say, back then Disney did some decent films, and they did a great baseball film. And with the special effects and the way they were able to do it with the Angels and everything else in the outfield, I thought it was great and was done well. So for me, Angels in the outfield, yeah, absolutely, sure. Okay, so you guys know my top five, or well, excuse me, technically six movies I've seen. Uh, I've seen a lot of other baseball films, but those six probably compare better. Um, I have enjoyed them better, and hopefully, what Gorilla said here lastly here is not true. But we'll get back to him later in the week. We'll talk to him about it, probably Friday, because we're going to be celebrating our 1 year anniversary stream of streaming on YouTube. with this MikeySuzeFour channel. And with this blessed gift that my beloved wife has given me as a beautiful present. And I'm so blessed, and I thank God every day for her because she is my soulmate. She is my everything. And I thank God for my wonderful cats, uh, Moon Pie and Deja Vu. I love them both. They're both my wonderful girls, and I care for them so much. Uh, yeah, you did, Gorilla, and it was good, right? Yeah, I completely forgot about Angels in the Outfield. Yeah, it's very good. I liked it. Like I said, it was in the days that Disney actually put together a quality, a few quality films, and they were actually decent. Yeah. So it's in my list. I mean, I like it. Angels in the Outfield, I do. I liked it a lot. I wouldn't say it's number one because the way you're telling me, it looks like Field of Dreams would be number one, and I agree with you. I think it should be. But Natural would be right behind it at number two if we were ranking them. I would say that. Okay, so be happy. I told you I probably would have made Field of Dreams number one for sure. but like I said, every movie, baseball movie that I mentioned, I think they were all good, every one of them, and that's why like I said, when I watched this one dude do three parts of a series that I'm sure he's still continuing of the final best appearances of MLB players, he didn't even include Barry Bonds once. And I said, "Oh my God, dude, seriously? You're putting out videos? Please, please. You insulted me, okay? You insulted me personally." And I just, and I love deleted scenes. He's a great guy and everything. And he was just talking about a baseball game that I barely remember, and a performance by Dennis Quaid that might even be less to remember. But he gave it a decent ranking. So I was like, okay, whatever. I need to put out something to explain to people that there are really good quality baseball films out there. And you guys need to go find them on DVD or Blu ray and buy them and get them. And I just gave you my picks. I'm sure there's others. I know there are others, but I'm sure there's other people who might have different opinions and different you know I'm okay. I hope you're okay there, Gorilla. I'm okay, and I okay, and R from the Field of Dreams. Okay, okay. I hope I made you happier a little bit. Okay, so I appreciate you guys coming out here today for both my streams. Like I said, for Mikey TV earlier about the solar eclipse, and I'm like, okay, I'm like I like in our for Field of Dreams hour. Oh yes, hour from the Field of Dreams. Yes, yeah. So I'm glad you guys came out for the solar eclipse uh, webcam I did earlier for this baseball webcam that I'm doing tonight. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll be back on our regular schedule. We're doing season one, episode two, or excuse me, season one, episode nine of the A Team series, which is it's called Happy in the Field. Or shoot, darn it again! I gotta look this up again. Give me a minute, I'll find it. What's Yeah, there it is. I feel so embarrassed. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Central Time, we are doing the A Team review series again, me and Jay. It'll be on live stream, so on StreamYard. And it's season one, episode 9, and it's called Holiday in the Hills. And it came out in March 22nd of 1983. So I hope you guys check us out for that. Also, again, don't forget Wednesday. I do a webcam here for another review of a series that I really enjoyed growing up with in the 80s, which of course was The Greatest American Hero. And the same guys who wrote for that show also wrote for A Team. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I like that. Then on Thursday, we go back to me and Jay. We'll be on StreamYard. It's live stream. And we're going to be doing the Shazam ISIS Hour, but which is technically called The Secrets of ISIS. And my episode I get to do for ISIS is season 1, episode 2. And I didn't realize there were only 22 episodes. And Miss Joanna Cameron did pass away 3 years ago in 2021. She was the age of 73. Yeah, what a shame. Um, so rest in peace, Joanna. But yeah, but I mean, so season 1, episode 2, and it's called Fool's Dare. And then Jay will do his season 1, episode 2 episode of his favorite series, Shazam. Billy Batson and the Mentor, which was played by Les Tremaine Jr. Uh, Great actor from 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. The guy did great movies. Excuse me. And so, one other thing I found out, FYI, Shazam and ISIS usually followed each other in the Saturday morning live action superhero series. And both Norm Prescott and Lou Scheimer were the ones that, brought these to the forefront. Now, I found out that for ISIS, Yvette Blaze and Pete Michael were the ones that actually wrote the theme song, the ISIS theme for them. So it wasn't Shermer and Prescott, but Shermer and Prescott created the concept and brought the Secrets of ISIS and Shazam together. So yes, those two gentlemen are synonymous with bringing those great series together in the early infancy. And there were 3 episodes that I found out where Shazam and ISIS both crossed over. So there are 3 crossover episodes. And believe it or not, I'm sure that when Jay and I go over each other's episode review, we'll probably come across each other and go, oh, yeah, they were in the same episode together. Yeah. Hour. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then I said, like, after that, then on Friday, there will be our topic time number 10, which celebrates our 1-year streaming anniversary with YouTube. Everyone's invited. Like I said, I can only fit up to 6 people at a time in the panel, but we had a great one last week. And whoever wants to come up, that's fine. We'll put the link down as soon as we start the stream Friday. And so open panel, open chat, and everybody can come in. You know, share their memories of their streamings. Like, what was their first year like? They can talk about anything they want because that's what it's about. It's topic time. So, random topics, anything we want to discuss. Now, like I said, and I'll say it one more time, bad news though is the following week, it is our anniversary week. We are going to be celebrating the following Friday our 8-year wedding anniversary when we got married back in 2016. That's on April 19th. So for the whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, those 5 days, there won't be anything. I'm not going to be doing any streams at all from our channel or webcams or any live streams. So for that week, that is what we're going to celebrate as our time. Me and Suzanne. So I'm sorry, but I mean, we just, that's our priority as a couple. We want to enjoy ourselves for that whole week. So we're just going to do that for that week. Now, I may or may not try to participate for that week in John and Jeff's Jeff Nerdy, or in Conti, T Dowd, and Zoe, and Jeff's, A Question of Trek on Sunday morning. I know I'll do that this weekend, but I don't know about the following weekend. So I may just go ahead and make it a complete 7 days. I haven't decided yet. Okay. Just said the first 5 days. I don't know about the last 2. So if you guys see me there, just say hello, whatever. But we'll figure that out later. Okay. So we got 4 people watching right now. Thank you guys and girls, whoever's watching down there in the lurking area. We appreciate you. We got 2 likes already, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. my beloved family members from the community and everybody else that likes to follow our streams and webcams here on the MikeySuzeFour channel. So, with that in mind, uh, we only had a couple people, some wonderful people that showed up for me here tonight. And I'm just going to do a quick here thing. Thank you, Kevin and Gorilla. There we go. There, I'm going to leave them a little message there, letting them know, Kevin and Gorilla, that you're both awesome guys for being here for me. I appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot to me. It really does. So, from the MikeySuzeFour apartment in the GTA, and on behalf of Gorilla, oh, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you, Gorilla. And Kevin, thank you for coming awesomely, guys. Thank you. So, on behalf of my brothers, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, make sure you check out his channel. Follow his cringe stock during the week, his shows he does with Pop Culture Curator, being Lost in Space and Gilligan's Island. Right now, Pop Culture Curator is in the hospital. I'm not sure why, but I hope he's going to get better. So get well soon, Pop. We hope you all come back in a better, healthy way. Also, Trusty Ape, or also known as Kevin, my buddy in the Bay Area, he does some great content, some philosophical, some spiritual, some uh, wholesome entertainment. His is very thought provoking. So I would say, please also subscribe to Trusty Ape's channel. And he's wonderful. Please just go there and hook him up, because I mean he's really good. Oh, thank you. Okay, Gorilla says Pop is home now. Oh, thank you, Gorilla. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so Pop is home. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gorilla, for that updated information. I appreciate that. Okay, so like I said, one more time, on behalf of the Trusty Ape and on behalf of Gorilla's Random Thoughts, both my brothers, on behalf of my beloved wife over here, who gave me the greatest gift I could ever want for on this brand new PC, this Acer. On behalf of my cats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu, I love my girls. They're wonderful. And on behalf of my family, my mother and father back home in Scottsdale, Arizona, and everybody I know down there, and everyone else of our family spread out throughout the United States, and all our friends and family and neighbors and acquaintances we know throughout the world. I, Mikey, want to thank all of you for being here for us, for supporting us. Oh, you're very welcome, Trusty. I love you, brother. You know that. And I love you too, Gorilla. I love you both. I want to thank you guys and gals for being here for us and your kids. Don't forget Gorilla's kids. They're cool. I want to thank you guys for all, being here for us. We really enjoy what we do. This is our life, right? We enjoy it. And I'm going to borrow a little bit from Deleted Scenes. So, on behalf of MikeySuzeFour apartment in Scarborough, West Ontario, thank you for attending the chat. Thank you for being here for my web stream and my webcam. And look forward to the following shows we got coming up this week, including the celebration show on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Please be there for that. I know we may run into Gorilla's thing, but that's okay, because Gorilla will be there to help us. And, oh, hi, Sir Lemon Pie. Or as Gorilla likes to affectionately call him, Scurvy. Hello, Sir Lemon. Gorilla and an ape, too. Yeah, I know. I was surrounded by an ape and a gorilla. How about that? He says, oh, no, Gorilla's here. No one to keep an eye on him. It's okay, Lemon. We're almost done. I just didn't want to go too long on this. I was a little upset about some things I saw online, and I just had to respond. I had to say something. But we're okay. We're okay, Lemon. We're okay. We're okay. We're all right. Okay, so on behalf of all of us here, thank you so much again for being here with us. Don't forget, we got our 18 reviews tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock p.m. Central, 2 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone, and probably 1 o'clock in the Pacific Time, unless they share the same. And with that, the aisle's closed.